Hey guys, it's Mason, and today I didn't really know what I was gonna do, but I figured let's film our first beauty video because I have these unsightly freaking rashes and I'm not supposed to wear any makeup. And I mean, that's what my mom told me, but I didn't take her advice and she calls me an She calls me an asshole because I always ask things, but I never actually take her advice on those things. So therefore, I am an ass. Now I'm gonna go back in with a little more bronzer, and this is my Hoola bronzer. It's just like a little sample because I'm cheap, but I have a bigger one. I just like to use my samples because I'm gonna use my samples before I use my bigger one. So I just like get this nice coverage and I sweep it on my hand a couple of times just so it's not as dark because I have a fairer skin tone. So then I'll just do the fish face technique and just sweep it along that line again. And I go pretty like deep into the cheeks just because I want like a sort of more like slimmer, sharper contour. And this one I went a little too far down, but we kind of have to make a match now, so like, yeah, whatever. So I'm gonna go back in with this buffing brush, again, just because it's like this stiffer brush, and then always blend upwards, because if you blend downwards, then your contour is gonna go like way over here, and it's just literally gonna be bronzing. So we have that for the most part blended in. Now I'm gonna take off my hat to reveal my super ugly hair right now. I just didn't even try. I got home from school and I was like really tired, and I'm going to use my Real Techniques contour brush for this time just because my angled brush doesn't really work for this. And I don't have that big of a forehead, so I don't have to minimize that much, but I still need to minimize just because my forehead isn't like the smallest it could be. And then I'll take this buffing brush and I'll go up first just so I don't spread it out too much, and I kind of got my eyebrow a little, and it looks a little red at first, but after you add your highlight, it'll kind of go really nice. So I'm just gonna take my fingers and wipe this off a little bit because I added a little bit too much Hoola bronzer, and I kind of wish they had like a lighter color, but whatever, right? So now we have that, and I'm going to take my Real Techniques brow brush, and duh, it's for eyebrows, but like I'll use it to contour my nose with a really nice like fine line, and I'm just gonna get it in my Hoola bronzer again and go straight from the edge of my eyebrow like all the way down, kind of like you're drawing a penis on your nose. See, now you have like the perfect little penis on your nose. And I'll also do a little bit sort of like in my crease to kind of help with my eyeshadow. And it kind of all goes away once I put primer over it, but so there's that, and then to blend it, I'm going to use my actual like contour blush, not my buffing brush, because it will get it like too far down. And I try to not make it as like gone, just because then you can't even tell my nose is contoured. So I lost my highlighting stick. So I was gonna highlight, but I lost my highlighting stick, so if I found it, I'll go into that. But now we're gonna move on to my eyeshadow. So while I grab my materials, now to do my actual like crease for the cut crease. I use tape just because I have such hooded eyes and it's really hard to actually like get them to match right. And I usually don't really know like, I don't know like where to put it. And I honestly probably should have done this a little bit before, but so I'm gonna put that one right there so that way when I do my cut crease, it will just like create a nice fine line and I can get both to actually like match correct. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my eyeliner pencil, and this is just an eyeliner pencil I literally got from the Dollar Tree just because it's really pigmented and really nice, and I haven't quite used it for like my cut crease yet, but I'm pretty sure it should be pretty blendable. So there's that, and I have such hooded eyes that it's like a little bit invisible at first, but I don't like it to be widely visible except for like this last little part. I mean, just because I don't want to look like a complete drag queen. I mean, I already usually do, but just it's a little bit better if I don't. So I did this like off camera because I kind of messed up and didn't have my microphone in, so it was all like, but I added like white to the bottom part of the crease I made just so that it's, you can tell it so it's brighter, and you can tell that there's kind of a difference just because like it's not just skin color. So then I'm gonna take my Real Techniques blending brush and kind of just blend that out a bit. And this I got a little too thick, but we can fix that later. And then finally I'm gonna apply my lid color using the All About Color Style Essentials palette I was talking about earlier. And I'm going to use a mix of this color and this color, like a little pinkish, sort of. So, and then this is a glam look, so of course we gotta have glitter. So we're just gonna add some glitter to the lid, and we're gonna touch it with using like a generic sort of weak eyelash glue that I have. So I'm gonna go get my glitter real quick, I'll be back. So I have my eyelash glue, and I'm gonna use a little like wand thing that's in there and just place it all over the lid. And it's like really, really sticky at first and will make your eyelids stick together, so don't get anything else in it besides what you want in it. And I'm using this gold nail glitter for my eyes just because it's the best thing that I found that works. See, so now we are all glittered up, and I could have used a silver, but I kind of ran out of my silver, and there's not very much left, so I didn't have enough for both lids, so that's why I didn't use my silver. And now we're just gonna put it on our other lid and do the same thing we did with the other eye. Just apply glitter all over the lid. So now we have glitter on both lids, so we can go to the bottom part of our eyes, and I'm going to be using this brush that I've been using in like different videos, and I'm actually not going to use my same like transition colors. I'm going to use this Wet n Wild palette that has all sorts of purples and stuff in it, and I'll probably go back in with this white that's on the brow bone and brighten up my brow bone and do that inner little part. And I'm going to use this darkish purple. I can't quite read what it's called, but I'm just gonna put this like all over. just like all over the bottom part because I have such like hooded eyes that it will like widen up your eye, and especially when they're overrun with lashes, it'll totally widen up your eye to make them look like you don't have small beady eyes and have big eyes. And then we're going to use this even darker black sort of towards the outside. And you want to go a little bit like over here, so it's kind of like a subtle wing. And like it kind of adds that little extra like crease thing, which we'll add with a small like little line of liner. So now I have both eyes looking pretty good, but these just look like weird wings. So we're gonna go in with our felt tip liner and sort of like wing this out a little bit, and I can't find it right now, so I'll be back. I'm sorry. I actually didn't add my Tarteist lip paint because I really like this color, so I'm gonna go and finish highlighting. And this is a beauty blender I have that's like literally strictly for highlighting. As you can see, it's all shiny. And I'm gonna use my Chic Cosmetique highlighter, because that's like literally one of my favorite highlighters, and it has such a nice glow, and we're looking a little bare. So we're just gonna like sort of go a little bit. Oh, I'm almost running out. And then we're just gonna like pat it in the areas which should be highlighted. Then you're starting to have a like nice non-corpse looking face. Like that's why I don't like funerals and seeing the dead people, because like their faces look so like pale with like weird like blush on them. It's just nasty. No offense. And I'm gonna put it a lot on my nose because I like to be like Rudolph, and just straighten up my hat a little so I don't look like a fool like I have for the whole video. There, now we have our highlighter done, and then we can move on to the final step, which is actually mascara. So I'm using this Scandalized Retro Glam by Rimmel London, which is one of my favorite mascaras, and I'm not gonna use fake eyelashes for this look just because I like how it looks without fake eyelashes. We're just gonna see with mascara, and maybe I'll put on fake eyelashes, but I don't quite know. So this is the final cut crease glam look, and I actually really like this, and I would totally recommend this for wearing this. I'm saying this too much, but I totally recommend this as like an event look, and you should totally like wear this out. I might actually wear this out going to the movies with my friends. But yeah, like that is the whole cut crease and everything, and I thought a cut crease was like really hard to do, but it's actually fairly easy, and this eyebrow is like literally goals, and then this one's just like, but yeah, for the most part this look is good, and oh my god, these rashes, I swear. So that is all I have for you today, and I will see you next week with my foundation routine. So peace out, auf Wiedersehen, just bye, and I'll see you guys later.